One of President Trump's executive orders to help businesses and employees during the pandemic begins tomorrow, September 1st. Good evening to you. I'm Heather Lewis.
We're glad you're here at 10. I'm David Oliver. We're talking about the payroll tax deferral that the president signed into law for him earlier this month. Color 10's Madison Heavers here tonight with how this can impact both employees and businesses. Madison?
David, basically employees of businesses that decide to defer their Social Security taxes under the executive order will see higher take-home pay until the end of the year, but will see lower take-home pay come January 1st.
The Trump executive order is kind of a coupling with the CARES Act provision.
Michelle Smith is a CPA and manager at Elliott Robinson & Company. She also specializes in tax at the firm. She says the executive order signed by President Trump allows for employers and employees to defer having Social Security taxes taken out of each paycheck through the end of the year.
The overall idea or theory behind this is that, yes, it is to put cash in taxpayers' pockets right now and to free up cash flow to employers right now to use those for operations when they're seeing, these restricted cash flows during the pandemic.
Employees who defer would see a boost in paychecks until the end of the year, but would receive smaller take-home pay for the first 4 months of 2021.
While the paychecks may be higher over these next few months, there's going to be the day of reckoning where there are going to be, basically the Social Security tax is going to be doubled up on those paychecks or from those paychecks during that first 4 months of the following year. There's always a day of reckoning because at this time it's only a deferral, it's not a forgiveness. Those taxes are still owed to the IRS. It's just that they are to be paid from January 2021 through April 30th.
But she says while more money now and less money later might sound good,
by and large, we are not advising it to our clients. It's always a very slippery slope whenever you choose not to remit your payroll taxes because they are ultimately due. If those funds are used up and then the day of reckoning comes in, January 21, where you owe those taxes to the IRS and you don't have those funds available, then you're still going to be liable for them. There's also the concern that what if an employee leaves before December 31st? Well, the employer is ultimately responsible for remitting those taxes. Understanding the risks of the options that you have set before you and the benefits before you decide to make the choice to move forward is really what's at hand here.
Smith says if an employer decides to participate but the employee does not want to, an arrangement can try to be made between the employee and the employer to still have those taxes taken out of each paycheck.